What's up, guys? If you are into music reaction channels that are honest, raw, and authentic, look no further. You found your destination. It is the Taz and Philly Show. Welcome to our journey.
And make sure that you subscribe below and enjoy the show.
What is good, you sexy son of a guns? It is the Taz and Philly Show, and we are back with another reaction video. Welcome to our channel, everybody.
Wow.
It is the Taz and Philly Show. Thank you for being with us tonight. We got another subscriber request. I know Taz is extremely excited about this. Just before I get into it, just for a minute, we talk about it briefly before we get into the song. We reacted to the first time a song called High Ren by a British songwriter, rapper, singer-songwriter, rapper, I believe is how he described himself. And the song was called High Ren, and we definitely had differences of opinion. It was a song like I've never really heard before. Good, bad, or indifferent, extremely unique. I actually listened to it one other time earlier today, so 24 hours since we reacted to it, we'll say. And because maybe I understood what I was going into because I had heard it once, I listened to it again in a different, like in a different way because I knew what to expect. And I even appreciated it more because I really was able to understand what he was like. I listened to really what he was saying and what his struggles were. And I think the guy's kind of genius. Now, I understand why you had the reaction that you had. I get it. I was a little on the fence myself at first. I gave it a pass, and I gave the reasons why, and you guys can check that out. I won't be long-winded about that part, but I did listen to it again, and I think he's on to something. He's just extremely, extremely unique, and that'll move us forward to a song that was recommended to us from him today, which I assume is a lot different because I hear he's very versatile and all. This song is called Sick Boy. It was recommended in the comments from some of our subscribers, and also because we just reacted to him, I kind of want to see what else he has to offer. We've had a lot of people commenting on our last video, so we appreciate you guys who have liked and subscribed and commented on that. And I'll turn it over to Taz, see what his thoughts are. Like I said, he had a little bit of a difference of opinion regarding that song, so I'm wondering, kind of what your expectations are for this song, or are you just kind of open-minded about it, or what are your thoughts?
I'm definitely open-minded because I said on the other video, if I don't like one song, I don't just instantly rule someone out because that's not fair. Michael Jackson was one of my favorite artists, rest his soul, and I didn't like every song he had. So there you go. And there's others. I'm just saying. So
can't even tell me how many times you have said that to me.
This is a great time to say it because some people think if I give something an ass, that I might instantly won't even give them a chance, and that's not fair. Like, I just didn't resonate with that song.
Right.
I'm hoping I resonate with this song, but I don't know. I never heard of Sick Boy. I've never heard of any of Ren's songs, to be honest. But I'm going into this with an open mind, and I'll give my truth at the end regardless of what it is because we keep it real and authentic. And thank you for everybody for watching because, we're not robots. We all have our own opinions. But I do like how in the comments some people have tried to explain it. But make no mistake, I know how to separate the song itself from the person. As a person, the struggles that he's going through, I feel for him. Am I concerned? Yes. Do I wish him well? Yes. Do I hope he gets better? Yes. Did I like that song? No. That doesn't mean I don't like the person. So it is what it is. I keep it real. So this song, I'm excited to hear it, and we'll see what happens. Other than that, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and the song is called Sick Boy. Now, just based off of the song we saw before, he talked about his battle with psychosis and just going through a lot of medical issues. And we found out later from some of the subscribers and some of the comments that he's in treatment and he's going through a lot of medical issues. So I'm just wondering if Sick Boy is really about him being, sick. Yeah, because it could have been anything. Just a kind of parallel. I have no idea if it is. It could be anything, but kind of makes me wonder.
I'm not sure because he spells it Boi. So I don't know. I don't know if that's what how they spell it in his country. I don't
Well, no,
know.
it's like a
Huh?
slang. I think I've seen people spell boy that way before. That's not no here nor there, I guess. But we'll
Yeah,
see. I guess we can
we'll
get
see.
into it. This is Ren for anybody that has not seen him before. Well, let's check him out.
Here we go.
Look, I think he's in the same place again.
Hi Ren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn so, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show. Derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown. I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound. I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's it. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we come in. I'm not sick, we are sick. We are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
that was way different than the last song, obviously.
Yes, Lord.
No, I don't know what that means as far as your thought about it, Mr. Yes Lord. But since you want to get the Lord involved, why don't you start?
Big difference from the last song. This one, I resonated with it. It could have just been for the fact that the melody stayed the same. Like I said, we're all different. Like, it's all about the different approach. Like if another person said the same lyrics he said on his song, but they did it with a different melody or whatever, maybe I could have gotten it. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know because nobody else is, unless somebody does like a cover for it, and I'll know. But this was the same melody. It had a good beat. It's not always about the beat, but it had a good beat. So it allowed me to get more focus. And then I liked how it was like a conversation back and forth between him and the therapist or whatever she was. And then it went into, and then like his breathing, like he was getting all riled up and stuff. And then he just went right into his delivery. It was really, that was a situation where it was really good seeing the visual, but I didn't need the visual, but I appreciated the visual because he's got that out of the box thinking.
Mhm.
Let me know in the comments, everybody. I don't know what the pig head represents. Like she kept changing to having a pig head and not. I don't know what that really means. So let me know, please, because I would like to know.
Yeah.
But the song, the message resonated with me. It drew me in. I really loved it. I was grooving to it. If I had a gym membership, I would put it on my playlist. So
Yeah.
fuck you, Philly.
um,
But go ahead,
yeah.
talk to
Well,
me.
I do have a gym playlist, and I will put it on there. And listen, I mean, the word that I kept hearing about him was he was diverse, and I mean, the proof's in the pudding there. I mean, those two songs couldn't possibly be, I don't know, farther
Um,
from one another, I guess you would say, right?
Opposite, yeah.
So yeah, I thought the beat kind of had like I don't know if this is even the right word for it, but kind of had like an industrial sort of sound to me, or I don't know, like it was different. Liked it a lot though. I thought it was a unique beat. Another song where he had kind of two parts in it, not himself like the first song High Ren where he was talking like to his two sides, but in this case he was having a conversation, I guess, with the doctor, the therapist, whatever. So that was kind of cool too. I mean, he's talented, man. The lyrics were deep. It looked like it was shot in like the similar setting, if not the same place his last video was in. But guy pours
Yeah.
his heart and soul out, and he's telling you. I mean, he's letting you know what he's going through and what his struggles are and what he's coping with. And yeah, I'm appreciating it more and more. I mean, like just you can just feel the depths of him, like just the layers and how off, how like you say, sometimes peel it back. I mean, that's just another version. I mean, I'm assuming if he's diverse, we're going to see another part of him too. Like that's going to be even a little bit different than these two
Yeah.
particular songs. So he's rooted in hip hop. So I got to imagine that a lot of what he does is more maybe closer to what we heard tonight as opposed to the last one. But you know what? I also saw, and this is a little bit of a side thing. I had saw that he is releasing a song tomorrow. It's a remake, his version, he called it, a remake of a song called Bittersweet Symphony, which is actually one of my favorite like British rock songs of all time. Like I love that song, and I'm very, very curious to see what he does with that because that's not a hip hop song, but I wonder if he changes it into one. Or I'm curious because it's got me my interest really peaked, so I can't wait to check that out. But I loved it, man. I thought this song was great, and it makes
Yeah.
me want to listen to it even more.
Yeah, we're going to listen to more songs by Ren. So I created a playlist on our channel for him. I called it multi-genre because he doesn't just rap. I was told that he also sings and who knows what else. So I didn't know what to categorize him in. So I created a playlist called multi-genre. So if you go right there, you'll see his. Well, we got one song in there, but this is going to be a second song to go in there. But just so you know, for everybody watching. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. I mean, I was hoping, I was praying, like, oh, I hope I like this song too. I hope it doesn't suck too. What are the chances? I didn't know. I don't like to assume at all because it's just a waste of your own time. So I was like, well, we'll see what happens. So total different 180 for me. Everybody's different. For all I know, there could be somebody that doesn't like this song, but like the song that I didn't like. So what do you say about that? It's just a matter of opinion. I don't know. It could be, I don't know, but I can only speak for myself. So
Sure.
this one I was pleasantly pleased with. I wish him well. I don't know the progression of his situation. I know from what one of our viewers, our subscribers had told us, he was sick for a while and they kept misdiagnosing him. And then they found out that he had Lyme disease. I mean, that's a scary thing if somebody misdiagnoses you and, you know, like giving you the wrong medication, let's say, I don't know. And then while they're figuring it out, you're suffering. So if he's suffering and then while he's suffering, he's trying to concentrate to make music, I can't even imagine,
Hey,
you know.
I'll share something with you. This is a personal situation to me, but like, and you'll know what I'm talking about. This is going back to when I was like probably in high school, I guess. So 16, 17, maybe a little earlier than that. I started getting like I would call it I would call it like stomach pains or like gastro pains or whatever. They were intense. They would come, they would go. Sometimes they would happen for a couple of days. Sometimes I wouldn't feel it for 2 months. Never could figure out what the hell was going on. Finally, after multiple years, I got like scared about it, and I went and saw a doctor, and they gave me a couple tests, and they're like, "Oh, it's you have acid reflux," and they put me on this medication for acid reflux. Well, of course, I'm taking the medication. Nothing's happening. I continue to have all these pains. I'm in agony. Finally, I have a flare-up that lasted probably like 2 straight days. At the time, I go to my parents, and I'm like, "Listen, I got to go to the hospital. There's something wrong." And my parents were like, "Man, if you want to go to the hospital, I know there's got to be something wrong, because I'm not that person to be like, take me to the hospital." So we go, and I figure they're going to do some tests and figure out what it is, and then, give me some medication. I would be on my way. Well, they give me an ultrasound, which is, essentially like what they give to, I guess, like a pregnant woman. And they determined that I had gallstones. And the only reason they figured that out is because of the ultrasound. And the reason I kept getting misdiagnosed, I got misdiagnosed for 15 years. They could not figure it out. They told me it was everything but that. So they gave me that. That's the only reason they figured it out, because I went to the hospital when I was actually having the attack. And yeah, man, I had to have emergency surgery. They took my gallbladder out, and I haven't had an issue since. But the thing that's funny about it was I was like, I don't know, probably 27, 28 when they figured it out. And it man, I don't know how to describe it. Like, just to go through that all that time, and and finally get the situation alleviated. I mean, I can understand kind of like, obviously it's a different thing that he's going through, but the being misdiagnosed part, I understand that. They kept telling me, well, we wouldn't have looked for that, because most people that have gallbladder issues are heavy set people over the age of 40, and women that are pregnant. I didn't fall in any of those categories. I had gone to the gym all my life. I was in decent shape. I wasn't over 40, and I definitely wasn't a pregnant woman. So at least that I know of. So, but yeah, I mean, so my point is, like, misdiagnosis is real, and you suffer because of it sometimes. And I didn't mean to get off track, but that's just, when you said that, it kind of reminded me of like a, kind of.
No, it was good to say that, because I mean, this is something that's another thing to resonate with, struggles and in this case, misdiagnosis happened to somebody else, and now somebody who's listening to somebody who is misdiagnosed. So it's kind of a cool harmony right there in a way. I remember that time, because I had a feeling. I mean, I'm not a medical person at all, but remember, I don't know if you remember, I kind of had a feeling. I was like, he's got symptoms of like a gallbladder issue. And I remember I did like a little bit of homework, and I remember I'm the one who suggested that yogurt that's supposed to be special for people with gallbladders. And I got him a red T-shirt that says "Gallbladders are the devil," and then I got one too. It was all ghetto. I had like in marker, "Gallbladders are the devil." I think I still have that T-shirt actually.
You're allowed to say that. I can't say that. You can say that
about the T-shirt. Yeah.
No, about it being ghetto, I guess.
Oh yeah. Because I just drew it in marker. It wasn't meant to like sell at a merchandise store. It was
nobody would have bought that.
Yeah, but anyway, I remember that. I didn't know how long ago it was, but I don't remember it being like 15 years of you having pain before it got taken out. I didn't know it was that long.
I never talked about it. It would just come and go, and then eventually, it was one of those things where you just can't ignore it anymore. I think because I was in agony for 2 consecutive days, and I had never experienced it that long before. And at that point, I was like, something's fucking wrong. So that's why. I mean, other times I'd get it like for like 6 hours, it would go away, and then I might not feel it for 2 months. And then it would come in. So, then I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. But
horrible time. I remember that horrible time.
I mean, this is just another example of us, trying to be even real with the audience. Like, we'll always talk about everything, and you get to know us a little bit more. But I can relate to a misdiagnosis, not to the degree, obviously, that he's going through, but at the same time, like, I get it. So, powerful song. Let us know, guys. How this song, like, has it affected you in any way? What are your feelings on it? Do you resonate with it, or, are there any other Red songs maybe that you could point us in the direction of? There is one that I got suggested to I think it's called "What You Want." So I'm very interested to check that out. That may be maybe the next one we do, but I know there's a bunch of them out there, so please let us know. And
it's time. You forgot, didn't you?
No, I was just going to say, but I didn't know if you had anything more that you wanted to add.
No, we covered a lot.
Okay, sounds good. So we're we're hitting our little rating system here. We rate a song at the end. Basically, it's a 2 rating system for anybody new to the channel. It's ass or pass. Pretty self-explanatory. If it's ass, we give it a thumbs down. If it's a pass, we give it a thumbs up. And it's as simple as that. So I will break out the drum kit if you give me a minute here. And
Here we go.
Tazz will attempt to count to 3. If he can do it
The unstable drums.
Ready?
Yeah, ready. 1, 2, 3. What will Tazz say tonight? Ah, look at that.
Oh, there it is. Ding, 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 ding.
Sexy testosterone thumb.
Oh, boy. Jesus Christ. No. Congratulations, Ren. For me, you're 2-0. I like them both. You're now a split decision with Tazz, but I think you're trending upward in his weird world. And can't wait to see some more. So, again, guys, thank you so much for being with us. I've been saying this the last few shows. You could be anywhere in the world you'd like to be right at this moment, and we appreciate you spending the last, we'll call it 20 minutes with us and checking out our channel. We can't do it without you guys, and as always, continue to give us your song requests. You guys will push the narrative of the station. Whatever you guys want is what we will react to. It's all about, your experience, and we thank you guys so much. So it is the Tazz and Philly show. I am Philly. That is Tazz. Have yourself a wonderful evening, and peace.
Take it easy and keep it breezy.